So, Grateful Rising, this morning I would like to speak about how you deal with anxiety. Now, the first thing is to realize that anxiety is a common human emotion. Everyone deals with anxiety. But some people feel fear and worry when there's no such danger in their reality or when they're not having a threatening situation. Even though they seem to be okay in their head, there's many things happening. The first step to dealing with anxiety is to acknowledge that you are feeling anxious. Now, every living being is subject to suffering. Where there is birth, there is suffering. Fear, worry, and suffering is the common ground for everyone, no matter who they are. We have to acknowledge that our minds have these anxious thoughts. Most of the time, when people become anxious, they hate and try to fight with that emotion. The more you fight with that emotion, the more angry you will become. The second step is being mindful. Be mindful about your body, your feelings, your mind, and about your mental state. Being mindful about your mind means observing and being mindful of your thoughts. When you become aware of your thoughts, that will separate you from your thoughts. Most of the time, you think that you are your thoughts. But when you become aware of your thoughts, you begin watching your thoughts without comparing yourself to them or judging. When you identify your thoughts without comparing yourself to them or judging, it gives you the understanding that you are not anxious, it's just your thoughts that are anxious. You can see your thoughts as temporary, they come and go. It is hard to do this, but everything that brings happiness to your life is challenging. You have to go through some tough situations when you're doing it. If you consistently practice this will give you results. Your anxiety is always triggered by a delusional emotion. This helps you analyze the thought. What made me anxious? Then you go deeper and see that this is not something to be worried or anxious about. And most of the time when you are feeling anxious or worried, it's because your mind and your thoughts are on some delusional idea about the future that hasn't even happened yet. Which is why it's so important to stay grounded in the present moment. Keep your thoughts on right now, right here. Now, realizing that it is just a thought, you let it go. When you analyze your thoughts, it brings you to this present moment. When you are thinking about the future, your mind is in anxious mode. Practice mindfulness and ask yourself, what am I thinking now? Identify your thoughts, show compassion to yourself, and don't expect 100% perfection from yourself. Perfection is not success. It's a delusional idea to be perfect all the time. No one can be perfect all the time. Just do your best. Now, this is coming from someone who deals with perfectionism, and I'm overcoming this. So, it's stressful. It makes you angry at yourself. It makes you angry at the world when you can't be perfect. And that is some deep-rooted shadow work that needs to be done. Why do you feel like you need to be perfect? Who in your life made you feel like you had flaws? So, I hope that this helps.